Hi there, this is Huawei Honor 5X with me, which is a new Android phone by Huawei. And this product sells in India for rupees 13,000 and it's exclusive to Flipkart. I'll have links for Flipkart in the show notes. So this is the handset itself, and actually it comes in two colors. This is this white color and another one is the dark gray. I personally feel that the dark gray color looks a lot better. And as you can see, the back is sort of metallic. We'll come back to the handset a bit later. Let's look at so some pamphlets and stuff. I won't open that. And we just have the USB to micro USB and the power adapter, which is pretty small, so I doubt it will be a fast charger. And yes, it's just a 5 volt and output is just 1 amp, so this is standard charger, not even a 2 amp charger. So let's keep this to the side and let's look at this handset itself. And this one also sports a 5.5-inch screen, and a screen guard is actually pre-applied to this one, so that is interesting. And here it gives us an idea about the ports, and the SAR rating is 1.18, and it's a true dual SIM device. As you can see, the first SIM can be added over here. We have actually 2 slots, and the second SIM comes over here, and we have a dedicated actually slot for the micro SD card. We also have a fingerprint scanner, so let's just peel this off. And the SAR value is print, it's a sticker, you can actually remove this. And the back has that aluminum finish, Ono branding, and on the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, secondary noise cancellation microphone, volume rockers, power on off button. Again, gives the good feel due to this metallic finish and has that chamfered edges. On the bottom, again, 2 openings. We have to check which one is the speaker. This is the micro USB slot that will be used for charging the device, and on this end for your SIM and the micro SD card. The battery is actually sealed inside. It's a 3000 milliamp hour battery, and we also have a fingerprint scanner. Let's just try to boot this up, and it gave me haptic feedback. And though it's sporting a 5.5-inch screen, I have to say it's not that heavy in my opinion. And again, as I told you, the black one looks a lot better. This white, I don't know. The black one just looks a lot better in my opinion. The front facing camera is actually a 5 megapixel shooter, and the rear facing camera is supposed to be 13 megapixel shooter. So I'll just set this up. In the meantime, let me give you a specs overview. This Honor 5X is powered by the Snapdragon 615 chipset, which is an octa-core processor based on the ARM Cortex A53 architecture. It sports a 5.5-inch 1080p screen. It has the Adreno 405 GPU, 2GB of RAM, 16GB of internal storage, micro SD card support. The camera is a 13 megapixel camera, whereas the front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter. It also has a fingerprint scanner, and the battery is sealed inside. And the setup was actually really fast. This is the first boot for the device. And brightness, let me just increase that a little bit. Looks a lot better. Again, it has that custom UI, that is emotion UI, that Honor generally uses on their devices. So again, no app tray, as you can see, so all the icons will be there, and has some gestures. Let's also updates and stuff. If you just go over here, you have the quick shortcuts. Let's look at the Android version, and if we go here, as you can see, it's running on the Emotion UI 3.1, and it is having that, it's a Snapdragon processor 64-bit, and it's running on the Android version 5.1.1. and I believe Honor team has said that this unit is going to get the Marshmallow update soon. Again, the buttons are here, it's not over here, so I feel the bezels are a little bit thick to my liking. Hence the phone, though it has a 5.5-inch screen, feels a lot bigger. So Android Lollipop out of the box. And let's look at the storage also. And out of that 16 gigabytes, we just get 9.83 gigabytes of space free, but you can add a micro SD card. It's sad to see that they are bundling just 16 gigabytes of internal storage, because some of the vendors are going with 32 gigabytes, but that's what we have. And let me just configure the Wi-Fi, and it has just the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi band, not the 5 gigahertz band. So I'll just set the Wi-Fi up and we'll continue. Again, It's running on the Snapdragon. There is some minor lag that I noticed, but again, that might be due to the first boot, and it says we also have an updates. So I will do the updates and stuff later on. And as you can see, that animation, there is a slight lag there. It's having a 1080p screen, so would be interesting to see how it performs in gaming. It also has the fingerprint sensor, so let's just try to actually set that up and see how well it works. And fingerprint ID, and let's try to set that up. Again, we have to enter a pin, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and let's just set that up now. Enroll, and you need to just tap in, it says. The fingerprint scanner are generally actually very good on Huawei phones. So let's see, it's done, it says, and let's try it. Switch it off, and I just, yeah, it worked. So pretty fast, that works. The fingerprint scanner works. Let's also invoke the web browser and see the browsing. And again, as you can see, it is taking some time to load even the app, so a little bit disappointed. I'll actually do the software update. Looks like there's one software update, and later on I'll check. So this is the default keyboard that we get. I'm not a big fan of this keyboard generally on Honor phones. I revert back to Android stock keyboard. That is a lot better, I personally feel that, so I might change that. And this is Tech Mimi, and let's just go to the full desktop. This is fine, and it has 2 GB of RAM. The screen quality looks to be okay, nice. The whites actually look white, as you can see. And this is the multitasking. So again, a little bit different because it's having custom UI. And let's swipe away all the apps, and let's see, out of that 2 GB, how much RAM do we get? So let's just, we have to invoke something, it says. So let's just invoke, let's say with just one app running. Oops. Just about 908 MB free, so just about a gig of RAM is free out of that 2 GB of RAM. So let's also look at the camera quickly. It's having a 13 megapixel camera, and let's see. And location, no thank you. We have the tap to focus, and there was some delay. Takes about a second to take the snap. Let's take one more snap. There's a lot of text here, and let's look at those. Orientation is a little bit different, and as you can see, I'm zooming in. It came out a little bit blurry. Obviously, it does not have any optical image stabilization, but I did expect slightly better results in my opinion. Even as you can see, this one that had actually, the text is fairly large. This also is a little bit blurry. So the camera performance might not be that great in indoor and artificial lighting. And again, I noticed that minor UI stutters that I'm noticing as of now. But again, as I've mentioned, looks like there is, I'll try to do a software update and see if things improve. So guys, that's it for now for this quick unboxing and first look at this Honor 5X. Thanks for watching this. Hope to see you in my next video.